Greetings! Welcome to another edition of that thing that we do called At the Pictures. I'm Jimmy Depalma, and personally this guy is...
Scorcese.
Scorcese.
So I've got a tough one.
You sound really quite
Sinister,
aye. Anyway, we saw an important film, I think. And what was that film that we saw, Chaz?
The film what we saw was Just Mercy.
Just Mercy, an important film. So let's, not be too serious, but let's get to the review.
Just a reminder, we're not doing much because this is not even out yet.
Alright. Oh yeah, we saw it. We almost like real reviewers. We saw this a wee bit early because we do that kind of unlimited jazz whatever, so they sometimes have screenings that you can go and pop in and have a wee look at. So we took the opportunity to go and see this Just Mercy one, even though it's no maybe the lads here know our cup of tea usually, but I'm glad we did. Because I think in your educational units that you go to, known as school, isn't it? It's no school in what year are we in now? 2035?
2020.
In Chaz's educational unit, his educational learning units that he goes to, or school as it's known, he was doing a lot of stuff about racism in America. Obviously there's racism all over the place, but racism in America, and this film just kind of fitted straight in with that, so we felt no qualms about the two of us going to see this movie, and we weren't disappointed, were we, Chaz? It was quite emotional for us a wee bit, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
what was your kind of take on it?
It was amazing, but it got kind of sad.
But angry at bits though.
Yeah, because it's just didn't like the way they were just getting treated.
Aye, and this wasn't set in the 60s, the 40s, 50s, 60s. This was set in the 1980s and 1990s. And, they're still treating these people just because of the colour of their skin. I mean, imagine us getting treated badly because of our peely-wally Scottish white faces. You know what I mean? So, my arms are kind of blue. Look. He's got blue arms, burn him.
Even though you look like an ape.
Even though I do look like a bit of a ferret, a futret. I look a bit like a ferret, that kind of thing. So I mean, nobody should be treated badly just because of the colour of their skin. I mean, we did Jojo Rabbit, didn't we? And that was people that were treated badly just because of their religion. The thing I got quite angry at was, the young black lawyer seemed to be bashing his head against the wall a wee bit because the whole institution has kind of been years of racism and stuff, people getting banged up. Alright, there is bad folk in death row and stuff like that, they deserve to be there, but there's a few of them in there that have been banged up on, some kind of crazy evidence. What was it the guy said? The guy said, I knew you were guilty just when I looked at you. Things like that, just by looking at you I know you're guilty. And that's the kind of thing they're up against.
And the person who was in the movie, you must know, this might be a potential spoiler, but let's basically end credit scenes where it told what happened to some of them, and Johnny D's pal.
He got out eventually, didn't he?
Yeah, he got out and
I mean, that's sort of stuff that's available before you see the film.
The reason they actually made the film was because the sheriff retired in 2009.
Did he? He was, the song I Shot the Sheriff should have been written about this guy. I know that I'm saying about being violent to him, but he was a bad sheriff, this guy, you know what I mean? But that's all you wanted, to see him get his comeuppance. You also wanted the guy, Johnny D, to be free because we knew he was innocent, didn't we? Because he was totally fitted up. But it was just trying to prove it and trying to get the court to listen. So we had things, there was one bit that we had to leave the cinema, so just warning people about that, because Sometimes I forget Chaz's age. I forget that he's 35 years old. So we had to leave out for this particular bit, you know, but it was more having sources inside the film in the cinema told us it was more emotional than actually brutally kind of visual, but there was a scene that we just couldn't stay for, but the story was important, and I'm glad that young Chaz saw it, because to think that that's still going on today, isn't it? Still going on, but and there was bits that was really uplifting. There was bits that was really, we felt downhearted, didn't we, for the lawyer, and he tried everything, didn't he, to get them out. And but it was an important film, and a nice film to have at the start of the year 2020, the year of the revolutions. It's going to happen, eh, and all that, yeah. But what are you going to say, little man?
Nothing.
What are you going to say, man? To say us. What's your thoughts? I've been rabbiting away like a freak.
Oh, it was nice. It was really good.
Yeah. And you liked, and your pal Captain Marvel was in it. Unrecognisable Captain Marvel was in it. Also unrecognisable was Timothy Spall's son. He was the kind of crooked DA. There's a wee guy in it. He's in all the kind of, what was he in? He was in that Coen Brothers Western. He was like the singing cowboy or whatever. But he's in it. He's a convict who kind of lied about Johnny D to, you know, get a lighter sentence. But they did really cruel things.
Ralph Myers.
Ralph Myers, you know all the names.
He got released in 2017.
Yeah. But when this film was in, he was still in the clink, and they did horrible things to him to make him try to, you know, implicate Johnny D, who's Jamie Foxx, by the way, the guy that played Ray Charles. I don't know why, he's Walter Mac something Walter, his character name is, so I don't know how they got Johnny D for. But anyway, Johnny D, his life is in the hands of this lawyer, and that's what the film's all about. Whoa, and we're back. And well, folks, it's early in the year. There's no Show Dogs 2 or anything like that on the horizon for me, so I'm going to give this one a 5. 5. 4. So what are you going to give it? Oh.
4.
How are you giving it a 4? Because you had to go out for that one thing. We had an enforced toilet break for that dodgy scene. But it's a 12A, we should point out, but there is that one scene. It does warn you at the start about the scene. So just watch out for that if you are a bit kind of squeamish or whatever, or an emotional wreck like us. So, anyway, there we go. So that's 9 out of 10. I give something full marks, so you go 4. Eh? That's the way it's going to be this year. Yeah. 2020, year of revolution.
Wait, you're giving it a 5?
I give it a 5. Do you not listen? Nobody listens to me. Right, okay then. Do you want to have a? Will we have a mistrial then? Will we have? What are you going to appeal your marks? Objection.